up in North Cork, and we're a small club too, so it's fantastic for us.
Finally, PJ, if buntings and flags and banners can contribute to your success on the road up here tonight, there's many adorning houses and ditches. Will they be happy on Sunday night?
I hope so. It's really all about the people around here and what they can get out of it, and the players as well. And hopefully we'll be doing our best for them,
Sunday is a huge occasion for the club, and obviously as captain it's a great sense of responsibility to take a young team out onto the field. But there's more to it than just being a captain. It's a whole squad effort, and hopefully it'll go well on the day.
Now we've been looking at the pictures on the wall. 1992 was your last county final, your only county final win. You were a member of the team then, along with John and Brian Cork and Timmy Keller, just to mention a few. You're bringing that experience with you next Sunday.
Yes, and hopefully it will stand to us on the day that there are 6 of the starting 15 anyway that would have played in 92, and hopefully that the sense of the occasion won't be too much for them, having been through it already, and we'll be there to help out the younger fellas who may not be so used to a big occasion, and hopefully it will help us out.
Speaking of the younger players, Tony, I mean they've come through the season with flying colours, really proved themselves, the likes of Tomás O'Leary and Mark O'Connor.
Yes, and they seem to be improving with every game. They're growing with confidence. The longer the championship has went on, the better they've been getting. Hopefully there's 1 hour left in them. We'll see.
Tonight is Wednesday night, your second last night of training. Bad night, but I'm sure you're not worried. You're out there, you're training for a county final.
No, I don't think the weather matters at this stage of the year. You're willing to train in any condition. The county final, as you say, is the prize at this stage. So the weather isn't a big thing at the moment.
What is going to mean to this area if you are successful on Sunday? I mean, you might just tell us where your pick is from here in Erins Own.
Well, the pick itself is the parish of Clowntarn, which has mainly 4 centres of population, which would be Little Island, Brooklodge, Clowntarn and Knockgraff. But I think that the winning of a county, especially a second county, would be great for the underage development of the GAA in the parish, and I think there would be great enthusiasm for the underage.
Now, looking back over your campaign throughout the year, Erins Own, you've had some fantastic wins, some great personal performances. Just to mention Brian Cochrane's point in the equalising match against Imokilly, Kieran Murphy's goal from the penalty. What is it about this Erins Own team?
I don't know as such if there's any one thing about the club or about the team itself, but it seems to have gelled together very well on the year. The younger fellas, as I say, have been getting steadily better, and obviously Brian is what Brian can do. He can do it on any occasion, so it seems to be working for us.
Talking of Brian Cochrane, I mean Brian Cochrane is Erins Own and a great club person above all else.
Yes, I think to the majority of people Brian Cochrane is a Cork player, but to us in Erins Own he'll always be an Erins Own player. He's given his heart. He'll be there for another while yet.
You've had tremendous runs at underage level. Now, just to turn our attention to Newtownshandrum, they're a bit like yourselves. They're a young team. They have the experience as well. Whilst you probably won't fear them, but I'm sure you'll respect them on Sunday.
Well, obviously we'll respect them. Any team that have 3 senior panellists on the Cork senior panel, they have won the last 2 under-21s, and even their minors and under-16s were successful last year. So they are obviously a coming club in Cork hurling, and with that kind of a pedigree, they'll be around for a few years, so they deserve respect.
On a wet and blustery night, Finbar McCarthy caught up with the Newtown team.
Newtownshandrum are by their own standards one of the smallest clubs in the county. Yes, they are gearing up for the biggest day in their illustrious history. On Sunday next, they play Erins Own in the final of the TSB Cork County Senior Hurling Championship. Hurling is a way of life in this village. They play no football. Everything is centred around the sliotar and the stick. It has been a meteoric rise to fame for this club. 4 years ago they won the Intermediate Championship. Since then, they've put 2 under-21 titles back to back. They've won a host of North Cork titles with what is essentially a very young team. They play a unique brand of hurling, all under the guidance of coach Bernie O'Connor.
It's massive for a place like this because you don't get there too often, and hopefully that when we do get there that we do the right thing on the day and bring back the trophy to our adoring fans.
Now, he graduated from intermediate 4 years ago. Since then, you've put 2 under-21 counties back to back with essentially the same team.
Yeah, we won it the first year, the under-21 the first year with 11, 19-year-olds. So they're still there's the backbone of that there yet. Like we have 13 of last year's panel that won it. So, I mean, we would fancy our chances again, but you can always get beat. But going to this end of the year now again, like, won't be a help, you know.
Now, your form in the first 2 games was quite impressive against UCC and Ballincollig, but the real test came against Avondhu and you passed with flying colours.
I passed it. I don't know about the flying colours part of it, but I mean, we were under fierce pressure for 25 minutes of it. We didn't score for 17, and we got thunder and lightning, and like, we blame that. We think we want the top of the ground, but at this stage of the year, you aren't going to get the top of the ground.
This is a musical series. I mean, I'm hearing jellyfish, I'm hearing the posies, I'm hearing these different types of groups.
Okay, we're on the same wavelength for this, right?
You could do a little 3, 4, or 5 minute presentation, just the idea. We're the generation that can eat cereal all day.
Right.
That's the sales tool.
What if we photograph some of the stills and give characters voices?
Right.
So,
I can get to work.
final, I suppose, in
Start
many
tomorrow.
respects, the classic
This
final,
is
2
Judd's
clubs of
passion.
similar class.
You got that right.
You know, I mean, that's passion sells.
Well, I'm delighted there's 2 clubs because we were all inclined to get worried about the divisions we're going to take over, and as far as I would be concerned, spoiled Cork hurling. But this way now, you have 2 clubs. When you say similar in stature, I wouldn't agree, because